Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Notando Zulu, your geography teacher. So, I will be teaching grade 10 geography as we have already started with our first learning unit, which is climate and weather. Now that we have already spoke about the high pressure and low pressure cells, we will now be focusing on the synoptic weather map. So I've created a learning tool called synoptic weather map made easy. This is where we are able to refrain or give much more reality examples of the key index that the map will give you so that you understand what a certain symbol is representing. Okay, now before we continue, what is a synoptic weather map? Okay, so it is there to help us understand, all right, the condition of a particular place or city. So this can be shown through temperature, precipitation, wind speed and direction, atmospheric pressure, and cloud coverage through a specific recorded time. Okay, remember, synoptic weather are lines called isobars, okay, that determine low pressure cell and high pressure cell. Now, on your assessment, you could be given a station model and you may need to identify what does it represent, what type of weather condition will the station model tell about a certain city. Okay, so now before we can start using this synoptic weather map made easy, we are just going to look at an activity which has been brought forward so that we are able to answer the questions. Okay, now so this is a map, the synoptic weather map on the 5th of May 2022, and it shows the weather for Durban CBD at 10 p.m. Okay, now this also comes with the traditional way of basically analyzing the key index, the symbols that you see on your map. So now, since these symbols are the ones that appears on the map, okay, the synoptic weather map made easy will basically have, all right, diagrams that showcase real life expectations in terms of weather. Okay, so we will be able to interpret the key index in a much more simpler way so that all the students will be able to answer, all right, the station model correctly. Okay, so now here's the station model. This is what we call a station model. Okay, now just gonna put the activity on the other hand, and we will also now try to use our synoptic weather map made easy. So now, for us to be able to identify the cloud cover, we will tell that the cloud cover is overcast, and if you can see, all right, on the other side, whereby it is the synoptic weather map made easy, it shows the clouds, all right, whereby the sky is full of clouds and there's already basically precipitation, which is rain, that is basically going on. Okay, so this means that the weather in Durban at 10 p.m. on the 5th of May is basically raining and overcast. Okay, number one. Now we have to look at the wind speed as well. Okay, and we're looking at the wind. Okay, now we can see that, oh, the wind is basically at 20 knots. Okay, and how do we know so? It is because, all right, this is a key-like symbol that I've created, which basically enables for learners to basically understand it better. So the short stick is 5 and the long stick is 10. So this means that if you combine the two, it is 15. All right. But if we look at the station model for Durban, it shows 10 and 10. So this means that it is 20 knots. Okay. Now, another thing that you also need to identify is the wind direction. Okay. In order for you to be able to understand the wind direction, you will basically need to draw a cross sign in the center of the circle. You will get the wind direction at this, all right, present, as this represents a campus. So now I can safely say that the wind direction, all right, for this station model is heading northeast. Okay, so once we are done with this, okay, we also need to understand the precipitation. So like I did advise when we were concluding with the cloud cover, that the cloud cover means that it is raining because it is overcast. So that is why you see same as overcast. Okay, now these are some of the other precipitations made easy for learners to understand. Now this is a symbol, which is a key in the map. Now this is reality expectations. You will basically be getting, or you will see that, okay, it is drizzling, there's not so many big clouds, and there's basically less rainfall coming down. So that is why it is drizzling. Showers. Okay, with the showers, in real life expectations, showers basically often occur because of the clouds that are called cumulus. They're not too big. However, in such day, because of basically the hot weather, the sun is present. However, these clouds, they can gradually increase to cumulonimbus clouds, which can then make a heavy rainfall. Okay, now this is the snow sign, but on this side we have a much more easier way of demonstrating snow for us to be able to understand, which is a snowflake sign. Now, hail, okay, this is the sign. And now when there is hail, you will be basically experiencing a precipitation where it will include ice stones. Hence, that is why you see these stones here. And the fog. The fog is basically illustrated like this because there's not too much visibility going on. That is why I just chose to do it like this. Now, temperature in Joule, what you always need to know is that Joule will always be lesser than the temperature. So that's how you are going to basically be able to tell that. So in Durban, it will be 28 degrees Celsius hot, and the dews will be at 23. All right, thank you so much for your time.